Good evening, everybody. Let me get some of this newfangled equipment working right. There we go. Hey, if anybody wants to call into the show tonight, area code 800-508 KXNG Millwood. Thank you for joining the show. Anyway, to call in, 800-508-5431. Man, I screwed that all up. Let me try again. 800-508-5431, extension 702 to talk to Johnny Blender. There we go. Steve Rhodes. Hey, buddy, I'm glad you. Here's Dixie. I'm glad you tuned in, and I hope you come in tomorrow. This is for Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. We talk about drag racing and cool shit. Let's see. We're coming to you tonight live on Armed Radio and TuneIn Satellite out of Boston, Massachusetts. The show is being viewed on Facebook, TuneIn Satellite, Periscope, with replays on Spreaker and YouTube. We got a bunch of new equipment we're working with tonight, so it's kind of giving me some challenges that I'm having to work on. Jason Savoy, Joe Savino. Damn, that looked like Joe Savino. Looks a lot like Jason Savoy when it pops up on my screen and I don't have my glasses on. Good evening, Joe. How you doing? Joe is the boss, and he has night talks on Thursday night at 10 Eastern time. So you can catch Joe on night talks every Thursday night, along with a lot of the other shows here on Armed Radio. Let's see. Tonight is men's night. Tonight, we're starting off with my show at Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars, and then we have Sports Insider with Glenn Spillman. And I'm really kind of looking forward to watching and listening to Sports Insider tonight because I want to see what he thinks about the fight this weekend. Then at 10 o'clock Eastern time, we have Get Your Swole On with Randy Big Swole Thornton and Mike the Money Man Darrow will be on, and that's Get Your Swole On at 10 Eastern time, and then it's followed by Matt Hazley on Straight Talk. Glenn, glad to see you tuned in. Is everything sounding right, looking right? Got a whole bunch of new stuff in front of me tonight. I'm actually seeing myself on 3 different screens, so it's kind of overwhelming. Let's see. Tonight might be a little bit of an emotional show. We've had kind of a rough, tough week down here in the South. Our prayers go out to all of our family and friends and everyone in Texas. I've spent a lot of years in Texas, and I love Texas very much. My heart's been a little bit broken because right now Texas is hurting so bad. I sat down and was just overwhelmed with emotions when I started thinking about everything I had done in Texas and everything that had happened to Texas. It's kind of the same way we felt last year when that happened to us. I've checked with a bunch of my family and a bunch of my friends that I have been able to get in touch with, and everybody's doing fine. I haven't heard from some, so hopefully some of them are listening or tuning in, or that they follow the show, and hopefully some of them are tuning in and are safe. I sure would like to hear from you. We've got some listeners of the show that I'd like to highlight a little bit. Ronnie and Lori Owens live in Katy, Texas, and they were some of the people that were affected by the flood. And I saw them online the other day, so I jumped on yesterday. So I jumped online and I just sent them a quick, "How are you doing?" They didn't get water. It got close, but they didn't get water. And Lori works at a vet's office, so since they weren't directly affected by the flood that was in their yard, didn't make it into the house, they went and started evacuating animals and getting animals to ship out and be relocated until their owners could get relocated or get back with them. So, that's a big thing, is when you are beat down and you can still pick yourself up to help others. Another friend of mine, Jason and Mary Sparks, they live here in Louisiana, in Amite, Louisiana. And they left 2 days ago to go to, they took their boat, they loaded up their truck, took their boat, and are part of the Cajun Navy. That he closed his business up for this week or until he gets back. And just went over there and is over there rescuing people. I think I got a message from him yesterday that they were headed back to Humble, Texas. So, you know, this is what makes America America. It doesn't matter the adversity that we face. Someone always has it worse. And the things that makes us strong are being able to put our differences aside and going out to help strangers when you don't have to. Nobody asks you to, but you know that it's something that you need to do. Now, another thing, if anybody's been following the page for the last couple of days, I saw what J.J. Watt with the Texans did about starting his what would you call it? His donation fund. So when he saw that and he put the first video up, I went ahead, copied that, and put that on all of my sites so that would be out there and people could see it. Well, the funny thing about it is it went from $1 million to I think $2 million or $2.5 million to $3 million to $4 or $5 million. Well, anyway, I think the last time I checked on it, his new goal is $6 million. I was not able to keep the video updated every time he went back and put another update on it when they would hit one level and were going to another level. So this is amazing work. J.J. Watt is a class act. And for him to do this, he is taking this money. There's a lot of organizations you can donate to. A lot of those organizations are all good organizations, but there's a lot of administration that they have, and a lot of the funds go to administration. Thank you over there. Go to administration cost, and, you know, it's a very, very small percentage of the money that gets back to the people. JJ's money is going to the people. He is going to go into areas, buy stuff that they need, take them to those areas. This is huge. It's just hard to imagine how somebody like this could just stop what he's doing and start working on this. And so J.J. Watt, Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars, Armed Radio, we thank you for what you're doing. And hopefully, and you know, Armed Radio is in 60 countries, 3 million listeners, followers. So I would like to ask everybody in the sound of my voice to call and donate at least $1. $1. With 3 million followers on Armed Radio, and I'll even put that out to everybody else that has a show on Armed Radio, all the other shows. Get your followers to send at least $1. With 3 million people, that's $3 million. That'll go a long way to help these people. And from a person who has been this time last year, we had 8 feet of water in our house. I was in the hospital because they thought I had a stroke. So I understand, but please keep Texas in your prayers. I just can't say enough about the state of Texas. I love the state of Texas. If I wasn't in Louisiana, I would be in Texas. And that's because of the Southern Horror Queen over there. But we're happy here. We're happy here. So look, share this video. Oops. Sorry about that, Twitter or Periscope. Share this video. Tell everybody about it. We've got replays on Spreaker, replays on Twitter, replays on Facebook. Let's get the word out there and see if we can get up and help some of these people. Let's see. Let me scroll down here on my notes and see what else is next. Let's see. Lewis Montgomery. This guy's been working his butt off. He got flooded, and one of the projects he was working on in New Orleans got flooded. But Lewis, we're working on a F1 rat rod for him. It's coming along really well. Waiting on rocker arms, water pump, and some exterior motor parts. The new guy got Steve Rhodes. Me and him are going to start assembling the fuel lines, brake lines, transmission lines, air lines tomorrow or the next day. So we should get that done pretty quick, and that's going to make it a lot easier to have that stuff already done before we start working on the chassis. Oh, that reminds me, hold on, I got something. Dale Burrell, hey, buddy, I haven't forgot about your cigars. Sandy Thibodeau, my partner in crime. David Childers, Mississippi Paranormal Association. Glenn Spillman. I mean, we're getting good people tuning in tonight on everything, so I'm happy. What I was going to say, by the way, I'm wearing my Tim Shockey Green Goblin shirt tonight. We're going to be with Tim Shockey. We're going to be with Tim Shockey at Night Risers. You took my notes, so I got no idea where in the hell it is or when it is. Nashville, Tennessee. October 28th and 29th, Elizabethtown, Kentucky. So, Johnny boy, I'm going to be up in your neck of the woods. But we're going to be at Night Risers with the Adrian Fury Dragster, and my lovely wife, the Southern Horror Queen, is going to be there. Yeah, we're going to be what, two times in Kentucky in 1 month? Well, that's cool. That's good. But hey, let me get back to what I was originally saying. We're running a special this month at Vampire Chassis. We have our Drop Z Vampire chassis. Fits most of your old trucks, rat rods. We're doing those powder coated to your color, your taste, whatever you would like. Our standard chassis, we're doing a special on them this month for $800 plus shipping. So if that's something you would like to know, just send me a message. Go to vampirechassis.com, come click on it, and pick out any options that you want. Tell me the color that you want, and when you go to click submit the order, it'll ask you a little question and type in radio special, and that will knock the price back down to $800. Let's see. I got a message from Shannon Morgan with the Redemption Series race. The Redemption race for this month next month has been postponed because of the disaster in Texas. Shannon is an incredible woman. Shannon Morgan, incredible woman. She runs this Redemption Series racing. She was on Facebook the other day posting rescue information for people in Houston, and she lives in Dallas. People were contacting her, and she was helping coordinate getting them out of there. This lady is probably as close to a superhero as you'll ever find. Let's see. Texas, everything's big in Texas. Last year when we had our flood here, they called it a 500-year flood. Now Texas couldn't handle a 500-year flood. They have an 800-year flood. Just had to do it bigger. Man, I look at those pictures, and all I can see is this place. Yeah, the boat ride. They had me on a boat taking me to the ambulance. They got you after you cut your way out of the house. The boat got you out of here. All right. I'm gonna pick it up a little bit. I don't want to think about this too much. But keep all your people in Texas in your prayers. Even if you're not a person that prays, make an exception. Tonight is man's night. And I've already told you all the shows are going to line up. My buddy Glenn Spillman is on listening right now, and he's going to be on next. Big Joe and two others just shared your video. Of course, you know I appreciate it. Dale Burrell, Armed Radio, Sandy Thibodeau, David Childers, Glenn Spillman. That's what I can see on here. I appreciate everything. I'm a very appreciative person, except that one. I'm not saying anything about those long things that I light and smoke because I'm thinking that may be one of the reasons Facebook keeps taking our videos down. So I'm trying to find out. They've got algorithms that do certain things. So I'm trying to change things around to find out if that's what's triggering the algorithm. My videos will be up on Periscope and Twitter after the show. Hopefully, if they'll be up on Facebook as well, if they don't delete it because I say something that doesn't work with them. Oh, we got a New Orleans Motorsports Park. NOLA Motorsports Park reached out to me this week. They have their league karting night for the go-karts, the grown-ups in go-karts that ride in a league, September 13th at 7 p.m. at Avondale at New Orleans, Louisiana Motorsports Park. This place is awesome. That would be a great place to have a con. It has everything there. Let's see. My buddy Britt Cummins and Cummins Motorsports, September 7th. It's coming up in just a few days. I haven't heard from Britt. Britt, if you're listening, let me know how you're doing. I knew you were feeling bad, a little ill. Hadn't heard from you. If I don't hear from you, I'll know you were really sick and not with us anymore. That'd be bad. But he had somebody in his family passed away at the same time, his uncle, I think. So, he's got a lot on his plate. But anyway, September 7th, the Mosier Engineering $50,000 bracket race. Free admission for active duty military and first responders. This is at Memphis International Raceway, September 7th. And track down anyone with Cummins Motorsports. If you go to find anybody with Cummins Motorsports and tell them that you heard it from Johnny Blender promoting them. They're my buddies. Oh, by the way, the month is almost over, and if you're needing any Mosier parts, we have a 10% off Mosier parts to the end of the month. So time is running out. Let's say midnight on the 31st. Is there 31 days in this month? Midnight on the 31st. If you want to order anything from Mosier, get it in by then for that 10% off. Click the link on Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. There's a Mosier link on there, so you can click that. Let's see. I guess Steve got off of his phone, and Bailey Trosclair, his wife, popped up. So now I know who she is. I'll say, who the heck is this person? Let's see. And don't forget, if you need any fuel, we have Renegade Racing Fuel here at the shop. You can buy it by the drums or you can buy it by the gallons, whatever you need. Renegade Racing Fuel at Performance Metal Finishes. Remember, winners just pour it in. Renegade Racing Fuel. I love saying that. I like that. That's just cool. Winners just pour it in. Just pour it in and win. And I can't go to Memphis. Me and Creel can. I just can't take the car. I can't take the car. I could go to the $50,000 bracket race. I just can't take the car. Well, let's see. Last week on the show, I was talking to you about my drops. Somebody gave me hemp oil, and I'm not a big druggy guy, so I was kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Skeptical about them, because I know all this hemp oil stuff that's going on right now and legalized weed and all that stuff is good for some people. In all honesty, I have smoked weed twice in my life, and those 2 times I cleaned out 2 refrigerators, and they weren't mine. So it has a adverse effect on me. But Sandy Thibodeau, who's listening to the show tonight, and thank you, Miss Sandy, and Ken is supposed to be on his way to Indianapolis to race. He sent me a message. I'm going to Indianapolis. But anyway, I got this sample. It is HempWorks hemp oil. Now, I have had 7 knee operations. I need 2 knee replacements because there's so much cartilage and everything in there gone. I've got 2 rotator cuffs that I need to have redone. For the simple the reason I haven't had them redone is because they said the downtime is a long time, 8 to 12 weeks, and I just can't stop working for 8 to 12 weeks. It would take me a year to catch up. I've had a broken neck. I've got 3 fused discs in my back. What else? Broken wrists, broken ankles, fingers, toes. Yeah. I hurt all the time. I have been taking a anti-inflammatory for the last year, twice a day to help with some of the joint pain from arthritis and things like that. So I am a mess. So when Sandy started talking to me about this hemp oil, I just was like, okay, let's give it a shot. And I got a little bottle of it, and 4, I think they told me to take 4 drops in the morning, no, 3 drops in the morning and 5 drops in the evening. Now, Sandy is every bit of 5'5" and weighs about 90 pounds. So I'm a little bit larger than that, by 1'2" and 170 pounds. So I did the 3 drops in the morning, 5 drops in the evening. The first day I did it, I felt different, but I couldn't tell you what it was. I quit taking anti-inflammatories. I didn't want to have anything that might counteract or do anything different. So I took my drops, did them in the morning, did them in the evening. Came in that evening, actually went to sleep very well. Slept good that night. Wasn't up and tossing and turning and everything, except for when the dog came in and started. So the next day I got up and I lost count. So I did 4 in the morning and 4 at night. Didn't really. I mean, I still felt different, but it wasn't anything I could put my finger on as why I felt different. The next day, I said, well, look, I got to step this up a little just because I'm a big guy. And I had talked to Randy Big Swole Thornton about that, and he drinks protein drinks with hemp oil in them and things like that. And he was all aboard. He said it was just an excellent product. He had been using it for a long time. And with everything he's doing after a broken back, and I think I saw him the other day in the gym, 435 on the bench after not lifting for 5 years because of an injury. So Randy's got it going. So anyway, I upped my dosage, self-medicated, but I upped it to 5 drops in the morning and 5 drops in the evening. Now, I've been doing that for the last 2 or 3 days. I will tell you without a doubt, I was looking for maybe a 10 to 15% relief of some of the pains that I have. I can tell you without a doubt, I have attained those goals already. I've gone past those goals a little bit. I haven't been taking anti-inflammatory. I can actually stand up on one of my welding chairs in the shop. I can actually stand. Usually I have to brace myself against something to stand up because of my knees. I have been able to pop up off that thing and stand straight up without any assistance. I'm going to keep I'm going to keep telling you how this stuff is done because I want to have it about a month into my system. Now, this is something that is legal in all 50 states. It has no THC in it. It's CMB oil, hemp oil. The company has got it. They've got it where you can put it on your joints. They've got facial creams and stuff that you can use with it. Go to Whiskey Cars and Cigars. Look on my page. I've got a HempWorks write-up on there. Click on that. Get some information. If you've got a question, call me. But I will continue to let you know what I think about this stuff. So far, so good. I've really got to tell you, I can see a difference. So look at that. HempWorks, hemp oil. I've got the 7. I tell you what, I'm a cheap guy. This was given to me to try. I tried it for a week, and I actually bought it last night. I ordered some of it, so I had another bottle because Lynn's got carpal tunnel on her hands real bad, and Miss Sandy told me that if she took some of this stuff and squirted it on her knuckles and things like that that were sore and kind of rubbed it in, that she would feel relief on it. Lynn didn't want to jump in and try anything with the little sample bottle that I had because she wanted me to see how it was going to work. Kim Moranto just joined the show. Hey, Kim, good to see you, hear you, talk to you, listening to me, whatever. Meatball. But I thought it would be something that would really help Lynn as well as me. So I went ahead and ordered some last night. So, yeah, I guess I'm not only a guinea pig, I'm a customer. But I was looking at some of the reviews and some of the testimonies that people had written on this stuff. I've never been a big weed person. But everything that I'm reading and everything that I'm feeling is kind of changing my opinion of hemp oil. Not weed, hemp oil. So that's all I got to say about that. It's 7:29 or 7:28. Jimmy, we get ready for a commercial?
We can.
All right, man, go ahead and take us out, do a commercial, and I'll keep talking to everybody while that is playing on Armed Radio and TuneIn Satellite.
User left your channel.
You hear that? That's a little message that tells me Jimmy's gone. Let's see. Who else is checked in here? Hey, I'm glad people are sharing my video. I do appreciate this. I have some of the names come up, some of the names don't come up. So I've got a whole different setup in front of me tonight, Joe, than what I usually use. It's actually a lot cooler than what I usually use, but I'm still having to try to work out some of the bugs and figure out exactly what it does or how to make it work. While you were here, the people that are listening on Armed Radio right now are hearing all of our customer sponsors commercials. Armed Radio is, like I said, in 60 countries, 3 million listeners. The company has sponsors like Jimmy John's, Strike Hard Gear, Legal Seafood, the Eat24 app. This is a really growing network. And again, that was why I was challenging people in this network, 3 million strong, 60 countries. Let's help the people out in Houston. $1. That's nothing. That's don't get an extra squirt of cream in your coffee in the morning. What were you saying? Same thing? Okay. Hey, me and her on the same page for once in 20 years. So we'll be coming right back after the commercial break. I'm going to have a sip of water real quick. Oh, that was good. All right, Dale, I appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you for tuning on. I will keep up the good work for you. And, hey, we still got this package that's headed your way. We've just been really, really busy with everything that's going on. We were kind of expected us to get flooded again if we weren't sure the path this Harvey was going to take. Harvey? And now we got Irma. Yeah, this is just one of those times of the year. A few miles, one way or the other, changes your life. But if you want to call in the show, our number is 800-508-5431. And when you get to the switchboard operator, enter extension 702, and that will connect you to me. And we will, oops, I forgot I left that playing. I had Jimmy's commercial going on. Let me turn that off real quick because I don't want that to interrupt anything. But I assume that we're probably back by now. Huh? We're not? We're still on commercial? Okay. Let's see. Hey, give dog Kimball Dale. Huh? Oh Lord, not that. Yeah. So I was real surprised with the hemp oil. Like I said, I was looking for a 10 to 15% decrease of pain. I quit taking the anti-inflammatory just because I wanted to make sure that. Thank you, buddy.
User joined your channel.
Hey, so welcome back to the other side of the commercial break. I was during the commercial break. Facebook and Periscope listeners and Twitter listeners were listening to me talk about the hemp oil a little bit more. But this is something, like I said, check it out on Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars Facebook page. It's HempWorks. Read the stuff yourself and listen to it. I mean, or read it and make your own decision. I won't tell you one way or the other, but for somebody who hurts as much as I do pretty much all the time, and I still get out and work 10 and 12-hour days in the shop. We'll get on a riding lawnmower, and that's 10 and 12 hours a day in the shop. When I get through with that, then I got honeydews to do, and that's pretty much every day. So if I can pick up an extra hour and a half, 2 hours a day, where I can a little bit more done, that just makes everything easier on Lynn, because she's working there with me on everything. Ronnie and Lori Owens. Thank God y'all are okay. I was talking about y'all earlier in the show. I appreciate everything that y'all have done with getting out there and helping with the animals. Me and Lynn are really, really big animal people. In fact, if this camera could pan around and you could see the animals laying on the floor around me, it looks like a dog graveyard. I got 2 labs and a shepherd that are all inside dogs and they love the show. They're right under here with me. But I'm so thankful, and our prayers are going out to everybody in Texas, especially y'all. Listen, if you can, go back and listen after the show goes off for the first couple of minutes of it to what I talk about Texas, my home in Texas. And the people that are in Texas doing work, that live there, that have suffered, and catch that. So, but we're really, really glad that y'all are okay. I have a brother-in-law that lives in Katy as well, and I heard from him yesterday, and he told me that I think water got within 6 or 8 feet of his house. So him and his family were good. He said, Greg Rapp. He said the hardest problem he had was keeping the 6-year-old and a 2-year-old out of the water. So I'm glad y'all are okay. Let's see. Well, they typed me a little message on here. Hey, man, y'all were one of the listeners on my show, one of my friends on Facebook. I would have been a real horse's butt if I wouldn't have checked on y'all. I checked on. I've tried checking on almost 200 people that are friends of mine from when I worked in Dallas and Houston and Fort Worth and Arlington and Padre. And so, yeah, I got a lot of people to check on. I've gotten in touch with some of them, haven't gotten in touch with others. Hopefully I'll hear from them just like I'm hearing from you. So I'm glad y'all are okay. All right. Where am I? I lost myself. Let's see. We got some stuff coming up. Oh, we gotta give me my notes again. Give me my notes. Anyway, hold on. You get my notes ready, and I will do this other. September 23rd, we have the Shine and Dine C10 Truck Show in Gulfport, Mississippi, on Highway 53 and Lizana School Road at the Subway restaurant from 4 to 10. This will be a lot of fun. And we'll be updating things that are being added to this over the next few weeks. Now, this event is being hosted by Derek Ladner. I've actually got a thing on here. I'm talking a little about Derek Ladner a little bit later in the show. Derek Ladner is a friend of ours who owns DMX Graphics. He is making the skin for the dragster. Derek is also a sponsor on the dragster and dragster trailer. He did. Oh yeah, Derek does our Performance Metal Finishes logos and also our Vampire Chassis logos. I got 2 cameras and they're both different. I'm moving different ways. But Derek is a great guy. Like I said, September 23rd in Gulfport. It's the Shine and Dine. So I guess that's a car show where you can clean your car up and get something to eat. Can I go to that's no, I'm not a C10 truck, so all right. You know, I built that car to promote your book, but I've meant to have a little bit fun with it too. Jennifer Dakota's checked in. How you doing, Jen? Let's see. I haven't talked 2017 National Rat Rod Build Off, the Alamo Tour. I haven't. That's October 5th, 8th. I haven't talked to Reese Reeves to find out if there is any holdup or if there are any issues with the storm and that event. We've been promoting that event for as long as the show's been on. But that's October 5th through 8th. But I will post updates on the Facebook page if that's something that you were following and going to. Jesse Holmes, Gasser Blowout, GBO6, the 20th and 21st of October in Atmore, Alabama at Atmore Raceway. You can check out the Whiskey Cars, Cigars Facebook page. I'm sorry, that pizza we ate kind of repeating on me. Anyway, you can check out the Whiskey Cars and Cigars page for hotel reservations. They're going to have a car show there. They're going to have a swap meet. They're going to have junior dragsters racing. They're going to have a parade down the track for the kids. It'll be a really, really good day, a fun event. So get over there and check it out. All right, now the Fury Dragster has got some upcoming dates. We just got a new one a few minutes ago. What is that? That was the Night Risers, October 28th, 29th, okay, so now Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Okay. Now that's October 27th and 28th, 28th and 29th. Okay, now you need to watch your email to make sure that Full Moon Horror Fest doesn't contact you because that's October 27th, 28th, and 29th. Now, that's not anything that we're right now scheduled for, but it is one of the things that we do, and we try to promote those events. Even if we're not going to be at them, we try to promote them. Let's see, October 7th, we've got the Harlan Haunt Fest in Harlan, Kentucky. Lynn will be a guest author there along with the Adrian Fury Dragster. I'm just the meat in the seat. I just drive the car everywhere. Stand up there and look pretty. October 13th, Hub City Dragster. Okay, October 13th, Hub City Dragway is having the Hot Rod Reunion for gassers, Hattiesburg, for gassers and front engine dragsters. I'm going to that. We will be attending. Creepy Con, September 8th in Nashville, Tennessee is another event that's coming up. Knoxville? Oh, Knoxville. I'm sorry. Knoxville, Tennessee. Creepy Con, September 8th in Knoxville, Tennessee. That is next weekend. We are going to have to watch that other storm, Irma, before you might need to contact them. We are going to have to watch that storm and find out what it does or what it's supposed to do. That may be cutting it a little close.
I'll reach out to them tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's see. Now, I want everybody to remember that Facebook has been taking the video downs about an hour after the show goes off. And then when we post them and reshare them on different places, they disappear from those places as well. But please check Periscope out. You can listen to a playback on Spreaker.com. Just type in Whiskey Cars and Armed Radio, Whiskey Cars and Cigar Show. And you can catch us on Periscope's feed, Twitter feed. Yeah, and I will also post this, the Twitter feed, the Periscope version of it. I will post this on Facebook if they delete our show again tonight. They've done for the last 5 weeks. So I don't know. I'm trying to get this craziness going all over the world. Oh, and don't forget tomorrow night. I talked about Joe Rock's show, Night Night Talk with Joe Rocks. That's on tomorrow night at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. But you can also catch one of my favorite shows, Pot Talk, Politically Offensive Talk with Jimmy and Paul. It comes on tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, and it is wonderful. You have got to listen to it. Politically Offensive Talk. If you're a person with thin skin, you'll love this show. It's very comfort room, safe space oriented. You'll really like this show. Be sure and check it out. That's with Jimmy Bell and Paul Daniels, my producers. Hey, man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Glenn. And don't forget, Glenn Spillman also has another show on Friday night. He does Sports Insider tonight after us, but then on Friday night, he also has a show called Cellar 13 Films. Glenn is a movie maker, an indie movie maker, a producer, an actor. He does it all. And he also, after Cellar 13 Film goes off, he does another episode of Sports Insider. So that's 2 hours of Glenn. How he can talk that much, I will never know. I'm kind of interested to hear his take tonight after the show on the Mayweather-McGregor fight. I've had people ask me about that fight, and I think those two guys are very, very smart. I think they both got paid, and I think the fighting in the movie Rocky was harder than the fighting in that. There was a lot of moving around, a lot of pity-pat punches. No, not really a girl fight. I mean, they were two champions, but I think the whole thing on it was getting paid, and they did. I saw pictures of Mayweather on his jet with money stretched out in front of him. I saw McGregor a duffel bag full of money. I mean, they got paid. They were performers. They did what they were supposed to do. I wish it would have been more of a fight. I wish it would have been something that people were talking about as the fight of this year. But it was far from that. But I watched the show being streamed by my buddy Mike the Money Mandaro. Had the fight streaming, so I sat here and watched it as it poured outside. So yeah, Mike, thank you for putting that show there. I appreciate it. Let's see, I got some more messages coming in. Do you have the video settings set to save live videos after you end? I do not know, Bailey, but I will check on that and see. There's a setting that will make it save to your page after it's live. Huh. Let me check on that. I will check on that. Let's see. I was talking about Derek Ladner's car show. I'd like to thank Derek again for advertising and sponsoring the Adrian Fury Dragster and getting our skin for the Dragster made. I also want to thank Alan and Lori Lloyd, the owners of Surreal Studios. They do awesome video production work. They've got the Puppet Show is one of the TV shows they do. And they've got some other things. You can go to Surreal Studios on Facebook. That's SIRREEL Studios, Surreal Studios, and look at some of the stuff they do. Alan is a great guy. He's another independent filmmaker like my buddy Glenn, but he has jumped in, and they're one of the sponsors of the Fury Dragster. So it's pretty cool. We're picking up sponsors pretty much every couple of weeks. We've got more that we're in negotiations with right now and dealing with. So hopefully we'll have updates on those in the next couple of weeks. If you want to be a sponsor on the Fury Dragster, only if you think, what was it? This shit sells itself. We're in front of a few million people every year. We spend hours and hours putting miles and miles on interstates going to and from events that your logos would be seen. The celebrities hang out with us. I mean, you can start looking at the Whiskey Cars and Cigars Facebook page and the the Southern Horror Queen page, and Vampire Chassis, and the Adrian Fury Dragster site. I mean, we got a lot of actors that just hang out there. And speaking of, since I did that, let me drop some names. Big Swole, that's one. Hacksaw Jim Dugan. Oi! No, Josh TKO Turner, wrestler and living Walking Dead actor. His daughter Kylie. John Anderson from Guardians of the Galaxy. Michael Berryman from all kinds of horror shit and Motley Crue videos. Let's see. Tony Carr, another professional wrestler. Yeah, so I mean, we got tons of people that are watching and following us, and man, Chris Heskey from the movie Logan, brother, I'm sorry she had to remind me about you. That just kills me. Mitch Hyman, Satan from Bubba the Redneck Werewolf. I mean, the list goes. What's our girl from Del Memphis? No, our girl from True Blood. The baby. Jennifer Wagner. Did she marry, what was his name? He was from Van Dien. Yeah, they got married. Lucky guy. But yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of people that will see your brand around our car, the Fury Dragster.
You forgot about the Southern Horror Queen groupies.
The twisted Southern Horror Queen groupies are everywhere. I actually had somebody ask me, I know who you are. And I looked at her and I said, hey, I'm Johnny Blender. She said, no, you're Lee Gibson's husband. I said, shit. Yes, I am. But anyway, right now we've got a special on the Dragster. We've got the V-nose of the Dragster. It's a 3 foot wide by 5 foot wide tall section on both sides. That we're doing a special on. If you got a product, I had somebody, what was his name? Keith Young. Keith Young sent me a message and wanted to know if I was going to put race manufacturer sponsors on our car. And Keith, I'm not planning on doing that. Lenati and Mosier and Mark Williams and all the company that I have parts on their cars for, you need to let Dixie out, that I have parts on their cars. Now, those guys spend millions of dollars every year advertising on everybody else's car and contingency purses that they pay. That's not really what we're about. We're about helping. We're a small entity. Me and her are a small entity. We're just trying to help other small entities and people who have products that, we're only looking for a few things with the product. Have an online web presence, be able to service what you sell, have something to sell. That's what we're looking, that's the people we want to help get the word out on. If we can do that and we can help your product, we've got room. We have a ton of room that we can put markers on and your logos on. But, this is instant message me for one of our promo packs so you can see what we've got. A really cool promo pack the way we've done it. There's you get a lot of bang for your buck. So check with us on that. What time is it? 7:51. So I still got a few more minutes. That's good because I still got pages. I used much bigger font tonight, so I've got way more pages. I see my nemesis, Frank Dragota, got the slim staying out, got it running this weekend. I'm coming for you, old man. I'm coming for you, old man. Frank Dragota. We're going to meet. He's going to have the slim stang. I'm going to pull the Fury Dragster up beside him, and I'm just going to wax his butt. Let's see. That was kind of cool, though. Hey, Mike, if there's Mike Darrow, he is on Get Your Swole On with Big Swole, along with Kathy Gumbiner. I think I said her name right that time. Gumbiner. Mike, look, what was that movie you wanted to watch? I just liked how he was streaming videos the other night of the fight. So I was going to say, yeah, there's something else coming on that Leon wants to watch. Would you stream that and send me a message? Oh, Annabelle. Can you do Annabelle too? He was great, man. But that was pretty cool. I mean, you know. Let's see. You're a mess. I've gone through my notes so well tonight, I even was ad-libbing, and as I was ad-libbing, I was covering other parts of my notes. All right, hold on. I got a message here from Glenn Spillman. You got to go to the video, right-click it, then click copy link. You can also share it on your timeline. That's what I do, but they keep deleting it. We've shared this thing. I don't know why they haven't. I'm not going to say anything about the other videos because they're there. But the last 5 weeks, they've been gone. And I was wondering if it was because of those things that I smoke. That's why I haven't promoted any of those companies this week on the show, because I got a info back from them telling that tobacco and alcohol products were not frowned upon or something like that. So evidently, naked women having sex can do that on Facebook just as long as they don't say the word cigar or tobacco. But yeah, they delete my videos. And I think I said 2 curse words tonight. But it's 2 words I think that the FCC says are okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm not going to say what I'm going to do when I get through with the show because it might get it deleted. All right. Well, let's see. I got 6 minutes. What do you want to talk about?
I'm excited about the shows.
Yep, the Fury Dragster is already starting to get booked for 2018. We've got events coming up for 2018. We've got stuff we've got events I've got to check on in November. I know we got to check on Vet Starts event November 4th.
We've got so far September 2 events, the one in Knoxville for FreakyCon, and then I'll be speaking in PQ
Right.
that afternoon on the 29th,
Right.
Saturday, and then October 7th we're in Harlan, Kentucky.
Harlan, Kentucky. Bloody Harlan.
October 28th and 29th, we're back in Kentucky.
28th, 29th, Kentucky, back in there, Elizabethtown.
You know what that means? I'll actually be home for Halloween this year.
The 28th and 29th, 27th, 28th.
31st is Halloween.
Oh, okay, should be.
How often does that happen?
It's not. I kind of try to keep you out of town on Halloween. You scare the kids.
It's so much fun.
I know you have a good time doing it, but you scare the hell out of them.
That'd be a great trick or treat.
You do. That kid last year loved that stapler.
Bottle rockets.
Yeah. What kind of crazy woman gives a kid bottle rocks for trick or treat? Yeah. You're just sick. I don't know. I got thumbs up going and smiley faces going all the way across the screen. It's killing me. But I don't know, Jimmy, can you just get my music going? I'm ready to get out of here. He's running towards the computer. All right, buddy. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Catch us next week on Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. And remember, say a prayer for the people in Texas. Just because they've got a lot of rebuilding to do, and it's going to take a lot of prayers, and it's going to take a lot of determination to get back where they were and get life back to normal. It's going to be months before they have any semblance of normalcy in their lives. I can testify to it 3 times. But if we get wet again, and I'm saying this on all medias, so I have record of it. If we get wet again, we are moving. Okay, you are a realtor. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Catch y'all next week on Whiskey, Cars, and Cigars. Be sure, look on the Whiskey Cigars page. Follow J.J. Watt. Look at all the other shows. Right after this, you got my buddy Glenn Spillman with Sports Insider. The Big Swole, Mike Darrow on Get Your Swole On. And Matt Hazley, Straight Talk, after them, Stick Tune, Armed Radio, Tune In Satellite, Playbacks on Spreaker. Good night, everybody. Have a great week.
User left your channel.
I'm trying to make the video stop. All right. It always takes me a minute. All right, on share broadcast, retweet on Twitter. I'm still live. Stop broadcast. There's the button I was looking for. All right, view stats. I had 55 minutes and 15 seconds. All right. Hey, I forgot to turn y'all off. Well, thank you for tuning me in. Y'all been great tonight. Good night, everybody. Finish.